Hello, Cousin Johnny here. I'd like to shout out to the sponsors of the Buzzin' with Cousin show. Max Fit Meals, 520 Fremont Street, Monterey. Grab and go healthy meals. They're delish. I Heart You Candles and Gifts, 329 Lighthouse in Monterey. Also Tuesday night at Farmers Market, Monterey. That garlic stuff, if you like garlic, you're going to love that garlic stuff. Tuesday at Monterey Farmers Market. And go to thatgarlicstuff.com for more information and more locations. Destination 831, live streaming. Promote yourself, promote your business. Destination 831. Go to Facebook, and Kevin Armstead will take care of you. The Sweet Spot on 9 Delfino Place, Carmel Valley, California. Beautiful spot. Sit out there in the sun. You got olive oil. You've got wine tasting. You got sandwiches, baked goods. The Sweet Spot. 9 Delfino Place, Carmel Valley. Thank you, the sponsors, for helping out. We really appreciate it. Thank you. Hello, Cousin Johnny here. How's everybody doing out there? Hope everybody's having a great day. I got a great show. I got a great guest. In fact, it's my daughter on. She's a fitness pro, and we're going to talk about what she does, a little bit about what she does, a little bit about food, and then we're going to play a nice video where she's going to do a cooking demonstration. So please welcome Gina Aliotti. Gina, how you doing?
Hi, Dad. How are you?
Great. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me on. I feel honored. I feel really honored. I love watching your shows. They're just blowing up. You're getting some incredible guests on. So it's just so fun to watch the evolution of Buzzin' with Cousin.
Thank you. It's all community. And how's it going in Southern Cal? Everything okay?
Everything's great. The sun is out. Kids are on spring break. We got this. Everything's good. Summer's right around the corner. Got some fun challenges in store. So yeah, okay. It's great.
Now, Gina, you were on this program probably like 7-8 months ago, and some people didn't see it. So we're gonna go show this cooking demonstration. It's a good one, but let's refresh everybody's memory there. So you're a fitness pro, and you have a tribe of a group of mostly girls, maybe 1 or 2 guys. So can you explain what that is?
Yeah, so I have the G-Fit tribe, and it's a community of women. Men are in there because the women cook for them, and they're just kind of a part of the G-Fit lifestyle. And, once you kind of are in, you realize wow, there really is no other way to live, whether you are a man or a woman, any age, walk of life. And basically it's just, a community of women who are coming in, trying to better themselves, be in mentally, physically, emotionally. So we started out as workouts, home workouts, started out in your living room, actually, is where I got the bug. Since competing, turned everything on to just doing workouts at home and realizing, wow, I don't need the gym. I don't need all of these other crazy pieces of equipment to get in the best shape or to be in the shape that I like to stay in. So just, reutilizing those home workouts that we did as a girl when I was a young girl in your living room. And so kind of started out as just like home workouts, staying in shape at home. And then, of course, incorporating, eating healthy. And then, as always, kind of from there, it leads into, beyond that, into the mindset. How do we stay motivated every single day? What are these things that get us into action and out of bed when we want to snooze our alarm a million times? And then to top it off, it's just the support, the community that you're creating. I think, nowadays people are just lacking that real community, even though we have social media and we have all these outlets, there's that real connection. And so we have a lot of that, these girls who I haven't met. Many I have, and many I haven't, from all over the world, still have that sense of, you know, like your besties by your side through your workout, through your eating, and just through life.
Okay, so your tribe, how do people join it? They just go online, or how does that work?
Yeah, so I have a fitness app. So it evolved from just having like a website to now having a simple press play. We get to work out together, browse all the recipes. So when you join the app and you join the community, you get access to the Facebook group, and we just rock the lifestyle together.
Yeah, I notice that everybody supports each other, and hey, go girl, and good job, and you looking good. I mean, it's really a great supportive group.
Yeah,
And
I can't say enough how humbling it is to have. I mean, you know, when you get a huge group of women together, you can, there's a lot that can go on, but in this tribe, it's nothing but support. It's nothing but just like you said, go girl, you've got this. Wow, you're looking amazing. And you know, with communities and with groups, there's always, sometimes there can be those bad seeds, but there's never been an issue in the group, and it's just really cool to know that you have somebody, or you're surrounded by people that have your best interests at heart, and you shine, I shine, you rise, I rise, and we all just vibe off each other. And yeah, it's just a really special, powerful tribe.
yeah, that's really great. Now, you were saying, and your motto is, you don't really need a gym, because a lot of people say, I got to work, I don't have time, I got to go here, I don't have time. But hey, you can do stuff at home, like you can do a complete workout at home, right?
Yep, learned it from the best. Absolutely. And, you know, I think people try to get too crazy with their stuff, and really coming back to the basics of what works, which is you know, we like to say a mini dumbbell workout's fine, but you don't even need a dumbbell. You've got a body, your body carries weight, and you can use just body weight and get in the most phenomenal shape ever. So, I mean, learned it from you, and now I've carried that on.
I mean, you've got steps at your house, up and down the steps. You got a chair. You're going to do your triceps on a chair. I mean,
Right?
you got push-ups. You got you could do ab work. I mean, you can get, for $7-8, you can get the rubber bands and use the bands. I mean, there's so much you can do.
I mean, you got watermelons. Remember when we were doing that squat variation, holding
yeah.
doing upright rows? It's like,
Oh yeah, we had a couple times. I had the 2 gallon water bottles on each hand instead of dumbbells, and we were using that to squat. And then we had instead of a weighted ball, we didn't have anything, so we had a watermelon, which is about 4 or 5 pounds, and we were squatting with the watermelon. So there's if you want to do it, you can do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that, that's just such a great reminder for people that are afraid to start, because they're like, people get really overwhelmed with, where do I start? What do I do? How do I use this machine? It's like, just the most simple, basic way. Go on a walk outside, like you said, going upstairs, parking as far away as possible so you get in those extra steps. Like, it's right. All those simple things that I think are getting complicated. With marketing tactics and new products coming out, it's like people are just overcomplicating things, and it's hurting people that are, just like, okay, that's too much, I don't even know where to start, and they just bow out. But just keeping it really simple and basic, which is, what we're all about, is just refreshing.
So your group, you have different challenges through the year, arms, shoulders, different challenges. But one popular one is every year, summertime, you have a summer squat challenge. It's all summer long. How many days is it?
It depends. Usually it's between 94 and 95 days, however many days are in summer. But 95 was last year. I think it was 94 a few years ago.
Okay,
right
so 95 days of 100 squats a day, any weight, any type. You could do 10, then you can do 30 until you reach 100, and different variations for the 95 days, whatever, of summer. And you've had people from when I was at your house about a year ago. You had people, what, from Norway and France and
all over. Yeah, we've been doing this now for I think
was a lady when I'm doing my squats. Like, where you doing? I'm in Norway. She had like the hood on, and she was
Yeah, exactly. No, this will be the 8th year of doing the summer squats, and previously I believe I did like a spring squat. So it's been kind of a definitely one of the things that I've done, and it's like a claim to fame because, and again, why I love it so much is it just really hits all of my messaging. And the one that we're talking about right now, that there's no excuse that, body weight squats, anyone, anywhere can do them. And so it really is just a great entrance when you don't know where to start into like, okay, I'm just going to start with this challenge. 100 squats. I can do them throughout the day. It doesn't have to be done all at once. I can do 10 times, or I can bust out 4 sets of 25, or maybe if you really have it in you, you can do all 100, but it really is just a great entrance into getting you into motion, which is what it's all about, is just getting that momentum going.
Yeah. Now you got something coming up, and it's going to be a really fun event, and you've got a challenge, and it's a hula hoop challenge. Can you explain that?
So I've never done this before. I just thought, hey, you know what? I just feel like the more we can keep it fun, the more we can keep fitness fun, the better off it is. And the more, that's what it's like. If you can find something that you're excited about, whether it's hula hooping or racquetball or whatever it is, that, whatever you can find, you don't have to do what this person's doing. You can do whatever ignites your fire. And anyways, I got myself a hula hoop, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so much fun. Anyone can do it anywhere. My kids are rocking it. And I'm like, I'm going to do this challenge. So May, all the GFit workouts are kind of focused on the core. Muffin top Meltdown. We're really working on like keeping the core, everything stems from that core, melting the muffin top. And we're going to add in a fun hula hoop challenge for those that want to join. Every day is going to be a different amount of minutes of hula hooping. And I'm having a blast practicing for it. And so maybe this will be a new annual challenge, but I'm really excited about it.
So when is it going to happen?
Starts May 1st.
Okay, that's soon. And how does someone join?
So just once you download the app, the challenge will be in there. And every month I have your workouts right there. And then any kind of fun challenge that we're doing is always a bonus that's included as well. So this will be in there. You download the checklist, you rock with everyone around the world that are hula hooping. And it's going to be so much fun to watch everyone's skills.
How many days is it?
31 days in May, right? It's 31 days.
31 days of hula hooping. That's going to be great. Maybe you'll get some. Hope you get some Monterey people hula hooping.
I hope so. I know.
All you Monterey people, let's get that hula hoop out, and let's put some Jimmy Buffett on, or Beach Boys, and let's.
So we have. I know for sure Tanya Tarantino. I'm calling out Rochelle Davy. No, I heard she's not a Davy anymore, but you might know her as Davy.
Rochelle, yeah, we know Rochelle.
Yeah, Rochelle. We got Christine coming on. Christine Flores.
Beautiful.
That is. And so I already know of several Monterey people that are going to be joining. So here's your little nuggets. Let's get it going. Let's get Monterey hula hooping. Okay. I'm going to see hula hooping all over.
Okay, so I can't wait to have our viewers to see you're going to do like a little cooking demonstration now. So we're going to tune into that. So I want to thank you for coming on. And look forward to going down to Carlsbad and be with the family and hang out. So I'll let you go. And so somebody can go to GinaAliotti.com, or can you?
Yes, GinaAliotti.com. There's a free 7-day trial in the app, or you can simply go into your app store, look for GFit by Gina Aliotti. But we can put the information below in the comments, and I would invite everyone. I would love to see some Monterey people in there, and just kind of keeping the legacy of what we've kind of been doing for a long time, Dad, going. So thank you so much for having me.
Okay, that sounds really great. And if someone can't remember, whatever, get a hold of me, and we'll figure out a way to get a hold of Gina so you can start hula hooping or doing anything else.
Perfect. So, I love it. And I'm giving you the invite as well. You didn't tell me if you were going to get yourself a hula hoop. You know what? I'm going to your house. Okay. It's coming. Look out for it. You're doing it.
Let me think about that one. You said if you don't have to hula hoop, you could still do the movement too, right? It's movement.
I don't know if it's big enough in here. I don't think it is, but Yeah. So I'm going to encourage everyone to try, right? Because you'll see my kids couldn't hula hoop, and all of a sudden they're showing me their skills. I'm like, whoa, you practice does make perfect. However, if you can't do the amount of time, just doing that hula hoop motion and really working on, even just doing this alone, I can feel my core engaging and really feel those obliques working. So, there'll be a time slot. So you pick up that hula hoop, you go as long as you can. And then if you can't finish out that amount of time, you just do the hula hoop movement and then you back at it the next day. And you'll be surprised how much you improve throughout the course of the month.
That sounds fantastic. Okay, Gina, have a great day. Thanks for coming on, and love you. Bye.
Thank you, Dad. All right. Thanks. See you soon.
Bye. Okay. Gina, thank you so much. So we're going to be watching Gina doing like a little demonstration here. So hang in there, and it's a good one. She's going to be, it's kind of like catered to her group. So she's going to say stuff like our tribe, our group, or whatever. It's kind of catered to our group. And I thought that I would grab it because I think it's great. So anyway, we're going to play this. We're going to be playing this now. I thank everybody for tuning in to Buzzin' with Cousin. And we will see you next week and hope that you enjoy this video. Bye. Bye for now.
Hello, gorgeous friends. We are live. It's a beautiful day. Thursday, best day ever. And that is just what it's going to be. We claim it to be that, and that is exactly what it's going to be. So I woke up this morning and I was like, it's going to be the best day ever. And so far, that is exactly how it's rolling. I'm so excited to share this recipe with everyone. There's a little backstory to this recipe, but we'll get into that in a little bit. The mantra this week, such a good one, right, girls? Nope, not today. Nope, not today. You feel the excuses piling on. You feel the clutter coming on. You feel all the things. And it's just such a quick way to snap you out of your mood. Nope, not today. Not happening. I was sleeping and I was like, my kids are on spring break and I actually have a little bit of extra time in the morning because I don't have to rush to get them to school. Like, oh, I could sleep in. I could wait. Nope, not today. Not today. Because the minute that you give into that excuse, the next excuse starts to pile up. This carries on into every area of your life. Like that one thing that you need to do that you haven't done, like make the dentist appointment or whatever it may be. And it's like, yeah, I got to do that. I'll do it tomorrow. I need to do that. I'll do it tomorrow. And then suddenly all of a sudden you snap this mantra and you activate it. And it's like, nope, not today. I'm not letting myself say tomorrow again. Just like starting that diet. You're not going to say tomorrow. And then tomorrow turns into the next day and the next day. And before you know it, you never start, right? You never start the damn thing. So it's a quick mantra that just gets you into action, which is what I'm all about. Because if you think that waking up every single day, I'm just like, yes, let's go. Let's do it. Does not happen that way. I have to have the conversation with myself and get myself into motion and have that like good bird, bad bird conversation. And I have to have the tools in order to knock that bad bird down, in order to knock those voices down to say, nope, not today. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm going to take action. I'm going to take those steps that I know is going to lead into that right direction. And action will always get you there. Not only does it get you there physically, but mentally. I mean, how much of that clutter is in our head of all the things we have to do? Nope, not today. Once you start to say that, you start to check those boxes. You start to check all those things off of your list, and you start to just feel light, free, bright, and empowered. Empowered to finally get after your day and do the things that you are meant to be doing. Hey, ladies, Julia, my girl. So wonderful to see you yesterday, Julia, and our GFIT alumni Zoom call. That was so great to see your faces and empowered, your word, empowered. See how I use that one? Knowing that you own your day and that you're empowered to own your day and that you're in control of your day is so empowering. So I love that. I love your word. Okay, so a couple of announcements. I've had a couple of emails and questions about when the UAP challenge winner is going to be announced and coming for you tomorrow. So be on the lookout. You girls rocked it. So I'm going through and I'm almost done. We've got 3 incredible winners, but watching each and every one of your success and reading through the testimonials and seeing the photos is just so rewarding to see how much you girls crushed it. But guess what? You crushed it because you decided that you were going to take action, and you weren't going to say, I'm going to wait until next week or next year to start the program, to start eating for purpose, to start finally doing the things that I know are going to make me show up my best. And so it's really beautiful to see all of our mantras and all of our action steps come into fruition. Okay. And then we have a fun new challenge coming in the GFit app in May. Can you believe it's already almost May? And this one, we've got the hula hoop, right? We've got the hula hoop challenge coming for you. And I did want to talk a little bit about this challenge before we kick it off, because I've been seeing a lot of hula hooping going on. This is the hula hoop I have and the one that I promote. I've been seeing a lot of practicing going on, girls getting hula hoops, super awesome to see. But I did want to share, I've seen a few weighted hula hoops going around. Okay. Like you're probably thinking, yeah, I'm going to crush this challenge. I'm going to add more weight because for some reason, more is better. Less is more. And that continues. That is the mantra in the GFit lifestyle, but that continues even with our hula hoop challenge. Less weight, the better. A weightless hula hoop is what I'm going to recommend, suggest, and trust me, you will thank me later. And it's not only because using a weightless hula hoop, it's not because it's just about removing that weight and we're going to be doing some with lengthy times, but I never understood why people do weighted oblique work, weighted anything when it comes to your obliques. You know, you're at the gym and you see somebody on the hyperextension machine and they've got that weight, they're coming down and then they're pulling up and they're really working those obliques. What happens when you add weight to working the obliques? You start to gain that muscle, right? So you start to thicken the waist. The last thing that we want to do is thicken the waist. We want to trim it. We want to remove the body fat, but we want to keep it super tiny, right? Tiny little waist. So if we're sitting here using weight to hula hoop and we're using weight to work those obliques, we're going to expand that waistline. So I highly recommend you do not get a weighted hula hoop. You don't do any weighted oblique work ever. It's different if we're doing weighted regular crunches, but when it comes to doing anything where you're working those obliques and getting that hula hoop and doing those circular motions, we're really working those oblique muscles. We're working the entire core, but really up into those obliques. So the last thing that we want to do is have a weighted hula hoop. So I will put the link to the hula hoop that I have below. It doesn't have to be this one. This is just the one that I got that I love. I got it off Amazon and it takes I think it comes next day or something like that. So we don't start until May 1st. So you have plenty of time to get your hula hoop, but I did want to mention that because I am seeing some weight hula hoops going around and I know that they're fun and you're like, oh, this is a great workout. But before you know it, we don't want to add too much weight and we want to bring it back in. So that's just a reminder there. Okay, girls. So I have a delicious recipe for us today. And there's a little bit of a backstory to this. So, you know, salads, it's a big thing. I'm the queen of big ass salads. The bigger salad, the better. However, not all salads are to be treated the same. And it's really interesting and quite funny how when people are trying to lose weight, how they're like, yeah, I'm going to have a salad. And the next thing you know, if you actually are aware of macronutrients and calories and what things are, you'll look over and you're like, yeah, that salad is actually probably 3 times the calories of a sandwich or a pizza or whatever it is. So you have to be very careful when you're making salads because the last thing that you need is to think you're eating healthy. And then you start gaining weight. You're wondering, why am I not losing the weight? Or why is my body not changing? I'm eating salads. I'm eating all these free foods. And you're wondering why isn't anything changing? And that's because not all salads are to be treated the same. Greens, and then you start adding the toppings and you start adding more toppings and more toppings. And before you know it, you have yourself a 2,000 calorie plus and super high fat salad. And so my sister-in-law was visiting recently and she's like, yeah, I'm starting to eat big salads, Gina. I think about you every single time. She's like, yeah, my favorite salad I make a Cobb salad. And she's like, and I put on some onions and I put some carrots and I put on some radishes and I put all these things on there. And then she starts saying, then I put on the cheese and I put on a little avocado because avocado is good for you. Then I love this Thousand Island dressing. And I'm like, you got me at Thousand Island dressing. And she's like, really? She has people have no idea how calorie dense dressings can be. So not only the toppings that you add on, but actually then the dressing that you want to add on top of that salad. And so I was like, yeah, you were doing good until you got to the dressing. And so she was making smarter choices with what she was adding onto it. But then the dressing is kind of what took it over the top. So then fast forward, she ends up doing the whole calorie count of how much she's putting in. She measures how much dressing she's putting in. She does the calorie count and realizes, oh my gosh, this salad that I thought was healthy was nothing close to healthy once I added everything on top. So I was like, girlfriend, I'm here to save. I'm here to save you. Don't you worry about it. We are going to make a Cobb salad with a delicious Thousand Island dressing that is Gina approved, plan approved, and will not break the bank, will not sabotage your summer goals. Are you ready? Okay, so I'm really excited about this one because what I love to do is take like something that is like a California favorite or just like a favorite, everyone's favorite, right? And make it healthy. Because when you think that you're starting a diet, you often think like, okay, well, I'm gonna have to give up on those foods that I love. I'm gonna have to give up on that dressing that I love or that pasta that I love. But you don't, as long as you have the tools and you know how to just make it a little bit cleaner. So this one is an all-time favorite, just a Cobb salad using a Thousand Island dressing, and we're going to create it right here together. And I've got several swaps here that are going to blow your mind. Are you ready? Oh, good. Vanessa, she's like, I ordered my hula hoop yesterday. Perfect. Good to go. Okay, so we are going to take a iceberg lettuce. I know it's not the most nutritious lettuce you can get, but you know, sometimes like a Cobb salad is just what you need. So we're going to take a half of a head of iceberg lettuce there. And I'm going to add all the toppings right on top, right? So we're just going to do any toppings that you are excited about. So a little bit of some onions. So this is a recreation for my sister-in-law to show her that she can still have that Cobb salad, just do it the right way and actually start to lose the weight that she's trying to lose. And then a few tomatoes there. And the kicker here is going to be that Thousand Island dressing. That is such a winner. So a few cucumbers. Put this down here so you can see. A few cucumbers. And a few radishes. After the salad that I shared last week, some of the radish, the eggs and the radishes, I became obsessed with radishes. So just have those on hand always as a free food to munch on. And then a few carrots. And while carrots are not free on the GFIT menus, that means that you just can't have endless amounts, but a few are not going to break the bank right there. And what I did was I got an actual, rather than shredded cabbage, I got one of these shredded carrots rather. I got one of these whole carrots at the farmer's market, and then I just sliced them thick. So as you can see, I didn't use very many. They do add a little extra sugar, but not much. So I got that, makes all the difference in the world. And then, okay, so now what we're going to do, pretty basic salad there. And then as always, I've been really into using fresh herbs. So the fresher, the better. So rather than using powdered basil or garlic, the fresher the ingredients, the better. So I'm getting these at farmers markets. Actually have a little garden growing. Really adds some delicious flavor. Okay. So just slicing that up. Going to add a little bit of that right over top of the salad. Really simple and beautiful. Okay, now for the fun part. Are you ready? So we are going to create this dressing. So here's our Thousand Island dressing, GFIT approved. So we have some Greek yogurt. So you want to make sure that you're getting the 0% Greek yogurt. No sugar added. About a cup of that. And this recipe will drop in the GFIT app, so no need to write it all down. Cup of Greek yogurt. Get the 0%. And then we're going to do a half a cup of ketchup. Now, here's the thing. When it comes to ketchup, believe it or not, just like not all salads are treated the same, not all ketchups are treated the same, just like not all salsas are treated the same, or mustards are treated the same. Oftentimes, they add sugars to make it taste better. So the two ketchups that I recommend, Primal Kitchen has a great ketchup. There's no sugar added to this. Or you can also try the Walden Farms. I do prefer the Primal Kitchen ketchup over the Walden Farms because the Walden Farms does have a ton of other things in the ingredients, including xanthan gum, guar gum, and all those gums, if you have too many of them, can cause a lot of GI intestinal issues. So when we're using a half a cup and not just a tablespoon or two, you want to kind of be careful with how much of those extra gums that we're eating or that you're consuming. So we're going to add this in. A little bit of ketchup. Okay, then a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. All right. And then here we go with relish. We're adding a little bit of relish into this. Keep in mind, just like we said, not all salads are to be treated the same, not all dressings to be treated the same. Same with relish. This is a dill relish, not a sweet relish. So in most Thousand Island dressings, you're going to find that they use sweet relish to add that little bit of sweetness. And that's going to add unnecessary sugar. So we're not going to add that. We're just going to add the dill relish. 1/4 cup of dill relish right in there. Okay. And now we've got a little bit of hot sauce. So you can use Tabasco, Cholula, or if you have this Red Hot Wings, any kind of hot sauce. Just going to add a few drops of that to add a little bit of spice. Okay. And now a little bit of salt and pepper just to taste. A little bit of salt, pinch of salt, and a little bit of pepper. All right, now we have 2 final ingredients. Because we didn't use the sweet relish, so that sweet relish is going to add for a little bit of the sweetness in the dressing, but because we don't have the sweet relish, we use dill, you are going to want to add just a touch of sweetness. So we're going to add a little bit of stevia or your no-calorie sweetener of choice, monk fruit, erythritol, stevia, whatever it is that you prefer, just to add that little pop of sweetness. We're going to mix that all together. And then I have one final ingredient. This is kind of like the Gina add-in. Not all Thousand Island dressings have this in there, but I have found it to be the absolute kind of winner to provide that little bit of extra creaminess. So speaking of eggs, right? I know we have lots of eggs, hard-boiled eggs, hopefully. I've been eating these like crazy lately. And I'm going to add 1 egg into this mix and mix this all up. So you can add the egg or not, but I did find that adding the egg really adds for that, just the creaminess and a little bit of the chunkiness to the dressing. Okay, so there we have our Thousand Island dressing. So do you know what the average Thousand Island dressing has? How many calories, how much fat is in 2 tablespoons, which is a typical serving? Can anybody guess? The average Thousand Island dressing. So we're not talking about the bacon bits, the cheese that's added on there, all the other toppings that add for the calories and the fat. We're not even talking about that. We're just talking about the dressing alone. 2 tablespoons, the average has about 110 calories, 11 grams of fat, and 5 grams of sugar in 2 tablespoons. And most people don't just eat 2 tablespoons, right? They're pouring it on there. So they're getting at least a 1/4 cup, which is double that serving. So now you're at almost 22 grams of fat. You double everything, and it can be just super calorie and fat dense. So this one, 2 tablespoons, only has 20 calories and less than 1/2 gram of fat for 2 tablespoons. So you're telling me that this is definitely going to trim the waistline, unlike the store-bought Thousand Island dressings. So you see how you might not even be aware of what you're actually consuming. You're thinking, oh, I'm just having a salad. Salad seems to be the thing to do when you're trying to lose a few pounds or tighten up for summer. But needless to say, what is in your dressings or what toppings are on top of your salad, right? That's what makes all of the difference. So just being more mindful to read labels and make your own is always just a safe bet. So we're going to add this right on top. And then I have one final topping. Okay. So you can actually food process this if you want to just kind of make it a little bit less chunky, but Thousand Island dressing is meant to be a little bit on the chunkier side. And then unlike many of my salad dressing recipes, I didn't add water to this one. So a lot of my salad dressings and dipping sauces, I'll add a little bit of water to dilute it a little bit so it goes a longer way. And then also so it's not as thick. But with a Thousand Island dressing, prefer it to be a little bit thicker, but as always, you can put it in a food processor or blender and just kind of thin it out a little bit if you want to add a little touch of water, but I prefer a little bit chunkier and thicker. So how beautiful is this salad, right? To die for. And then we're going to add one final ingredient. And I'm all about how can we swap something that we love for something else that we can have more of, right? Because it's all about that volume to keep us satisfied and happy and not ever feeling deprived. So even though this isn't typical on a Cobb salad, I don't know about you, but I like to have a little bit of crunch. So usually it comes in the form of croutons or wontons, right, for the average person. And those, again, are going to add not only calories, sometimes fat, but then they're using a lot of those vegetable oils. So they aren't as healthy for us. So here's what I'm going to do. My GFit girls have seen this before, but here's your little reminder, because oftentimes you need that reminder. Oh my gosh, forgot about that recipe or that hack. I have taken Shirataki noodles, thrown them in my air fryer, and we have ourselves a free, Gina approved, crunchy topping to our salad. Are you ready for it? 3, 2, 1. And there she is. A curly-haired girl deserves a curly-haired salad. These are all free foods. Our Shirataki noodles, dynamite. Can you see this? Can you see this tower of heaven right here? And I don't have protein on this. You're like, where's your protein, Gina? Because that's going to be on the side. I actually don't have that prepared. I want to show you the salad. Adding the lean protein onto it is going to give you the complete meal. Right? Wow, wow, and wow is all I've got to say about this amazing Cobb salad tower. So Shirataki noodles are free on the GFit plans. I eat these like crazy. Usually once a day, I'll have some form of the Shirataki noodles, also known as miracle noodles. I get these at a local store called Sprouts. And then I also, Costco now, it's like Costco's onto the GFit program. They have this version. And when it comes to making these noodles, I have found that the thicker noodles, so this one from Costco is perfect thickness, or if you do get the Shirataki or Miracle noodles, they usually have like different thicknesses. They have the angel food thickness, which is going to be angel hair, which is very thin. And then they have just the traditional, which is a little bit thicker. And then they have the fettuccine. So when it comes to air frying these noodles, I have found that the thicker the noodle, the better they turn out. So you want to get yourself some of the thicker versions. These are the ones I get at Costco. So there you have it. Here you have a Gina approved Cobb salad with our Thousand Island dressing. This will be dropping in the GFit app. I'm so excited. These lives, they come at the perfect time. There's a reason why I have them scheduled when I have them, so that I can make the food and then eat the food, because otherwise I'm drooling over here. So here you have it, ladies. Have an incredible day. Thank you for joining me, and just be super mindful, you know, as you're trying to like eat healthier. Summer's right around the corner. We're cruising into May. We're really working on that muffin top in May with our muffin top meltdown and the hula hoop challenge. Really thinking about like, you know, getting in shape for summer and just feeling good in your skin. Just be mindful. Like what is really in this dressing, or what is really on this salad? Sometimes you think you're eating healthy and you're eating quite the opposite of healthy. So just being more aware of that. This is a good one. Okay, ladies, have an incredible day. And tomorrow the announcement will come for the UAP winners. I'm so excited to announce. We've got incredible prizes and sponsors on board that. So be on the lookout for that. All right, girls, have an incredible one, and I will be in touch real soon.